What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Yes, I'm talking really fast because we got a lot to get to, and this video keeps running on and on and on. If you've been around long enough, you know that's my fault. But I had a whole pile of these toys, and I have them from various different places for various different reasons that didn't necessarily fit in anywhere, so I figured I'd just make a big beef stew video and just slam it all together in a pot. And, yeah, plus there's a couple of independent toy makers I follow on Instagram that I really enjoy and wanted to give them somewhat of a spotlight, a shout-out, if you will, and show off some of their cool work. So maybe if you're interested, you can go over there and either follow and enjoy seeing what they make, maybe pick up a figure or 12. Either way, it's all gravy, baby. Our first one comes from a toy maker called Hands of Doom, Bootleg Toys on Instagram. All that information will be down below. I recently won this in a giveaway that he was having. It's a recast of a Gamorrean guard. I believe it's cast in a translucent green. It could be black, but either way, it's a translucent resin with a couple of washes and a clear coat. He does a lot of this. He's got stormtroopers, and you get them in all kinds of fun colors, like the body might be blue and the head might be white. And the arms are orange, and, you know, basically that kind of thing. They're bootleg / custom figures, and they're just really fun to collect. You know, a lot of people can sit there and say, you shouldn't do that, but you know, fuck you. It's art, okay? What else is really cool about these, and I didn't know this at the time, I thought this was going to be a solid lump, but he joins them with magnets, and that's pretty cool. I've seen other figure makers do the same thing. But I was really surprised to see that this one was going to be jointed. As a matter of fact, when I got it, the leg was like this in the package. I'm like, God damn, United States Postal Service. But it turns out that it just came disjointed, and yeah, that's really it. So Hands of Doom, go check them out on Instagram. A lot of really cool stuff. The next toy maker I want to highlight is one called Basement Puke. Now, I've gotten quite a few figures from this individual. I'm going to say individual and these folks because I'm not sure if it's a young man, a young lady. I don't know who it is. I just know they make really cool fucking figures, and I am absolutely loving these. And the best part about these, and there's no reason why nobody should go over there and support this cat. They're mostly giveaways. You pay a little bit for shipping. That doesn't even give me an exact number. It's like, what do you want for that? I don't know. What do you got? That kind of thing, you know? And, you know, it's always nice to throw a little extra because this resin, all this other stuff, it costs money. And this individual is making these for our enjoyment and just giving them out. So we got a couple of figures here, and I've received other figures in the past. That I'm not going to take off the shelf because we've already looked at them in a past video or what have you. But the other cool thing is they all come with a little booklet talking about their little deal. How cool is that? Just so much effort, so much love. And that's what I love the most about Basement Puke. Again, information down below. This first one here is Derek. Now, of course, because of my shitty lighting, the color is getting washed out. It's not that light of a pink. It's actually a darker one than what you're seeing. But when I saw Derek, I was like, oh my God, that will look amazing in pink. I mentioned it, it happened, and I got my hands on it. So I was happy to receive Derek here. Such a fantastic figure, all blobby and very unique. And that's what I like about Basement Puke. It's all very unique, very simplistic, cool names, great backstories, just real fun stuff. Now what we have here, and I can't remember who is who, and that's quite all right, but we have Grub and Gorp. Now, I originally saw the black one next to this one, of course, and that's the one I was primarily interested in. But Basement Puke was like, nope, they come as a pair, and there was a book for these guys, and I do have it here somewhere. I just don't know offhand. Oh, you know what? I think I do know. Hold on. Yep. See, you can get a nice little stamp on the envelope. Oh, more stickers. The most beautiful eyes, and this is the story. Let me get to the image. Let me get to the picture. This is some really cool. I mean, come on. The amount of love and detail that goes into these things cannot be denied. And again, it's all giveaway stuff. And I've received other other figures from Basement Puke. And I absolutely love each and every one of them. And they just add a nice contrast to my shelf. So go ahead and go follow Basement Puke on the Instagrams. Pick yourself up a couple of these guys. They have a new one coming out. It's like the Siamese twin thing. Won't say anything more, so you can go check it out. But I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see what fun colors they come up with to cast them. So that's Basement Puke. So let's get to some officially licensed stuff that you could have bought at a toy store. Alright, so this first one is a Hot Wheels, obviously, of the Batmobile. I got this at the Dollar Tree, God, months ago. And this was going to be its own video. Dollar Tree did have all of them. But this is the only one I truly liked. And when we open it up, I'll show you why. And I'll tell you a lot more about why I picked this one up and not any of the others. I do like the other Batmobile designs, but the classic one made out of a Ford Thunderbird, you can't beat that one. And I saw this and I said, yep, $1, no brainer. So let's open this bad boy up. Finally, get him out of his hermetically sealed package. Have a look. So here we have the Batmobile. Now, what I really liked about this one is, if you can see it, again, shitty lighting, I'm sorry. It's a satin black. I wouldn't call it a flat black. There is a little bit of clear to it. But there's a really nice satin finish to this one. And I remember having, I don't know what scale it is, but it was probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches long, couple 3 inches wide. Batmobile when I was a kid, and had the little red light on the top. And there's just something about the original Batmobile design that just, it brings out those nostalgic happies for the Creep. And I saw this and I was like, yep, I have to have that and do a review a la Mr. No Swear Gamer. So just to give you an idea here as I bump the camera, this is what you could have gotten. And like I said, all of these were there. You know what, I come to think of it, I don't think the Bat was there. But regardless, I could have had them all, but I'm not a Hot Wheels collector. But this was, again, just like Funko Pop. Every now and again, one comes up, and I just pick it up because of whatever reason. But yeah, so that's my Hot Wheels Batmobile, the classic TV series, but in a nice satin black. Just such a sexy figure. Such a sexy vehicle. The next one is a Star Wars Power of the Force. I think it was a Series 2 figure. I could be wrong. But it's Lark Zavark. I'm just going to call him Wolfman. I'm not... Fucking weirdo names they give some of these characters. Now, I'm keeping this one for a couple of reasons, and I'll explain where I got it here in a minute. Well, mainly because, one, it's one of those characters that you see in the movie for like half a second. You know what I mean? And they're like, yep, let's make a fucking toy of it because it'll sell. And secondly, it's such a cool Wolfman design. And I don't think I have any Wolfman figures aside from my Power Ranger Wolfman figures that I got from Headcase Toys a while back that I'm not opening. And I could have used a Wolfman figure. So let's open up Lark's. It's a fucking Wolfman. Stop it. Stop it, George Lucas. Relax. And you got a nice slide. Any you guys old enough to remember slides? I had tons of them growing up. My grandparents loved slides. So let's get rid of the packaging. And I don't care about the accessories. I'll show them off here in a second. Look at this. It's already got a blemish. I just opened this up and it's got a blemish. So the head doesn't really necessarily move. But the arms do. Waist. You got the feet and you got those hips. And you got giant feet on it. So overall, that's a pretty cool Wolfman figure. So I'm going to put that with my monster creatures. And if people want to sit there and ask me why there's a Star Wars figure in there, come on, guys. This was a Wolfman head from a B movie or something that they just picked out of the studio and used. It's the fucking Wolfman. So, so here are the weapons he comes with. Some kind of kooky blaster. Almost looks like an Uzi 9mm, but a space version of it. But yeah, there you go. There's Lark Zavark, a.k.a. the Wolfman. Now, the last figure we're going to open up, I should say, there's one more figure to actually look at, is this figure from Spawn. Now, I don't know anything about Spawn. I don't follow Spawn. I don't like Spawn. I don't collect Spawn. Now, this, along with the Star Wars figure, came in a giant box full of figures I was trying to auction off for the Alzheimer's Association. This is one of the figures that came in that box, along with the Star Wars one. Now, I sent a whole bunch of figures over the No Swear Gamer from that box to review, just to, I figure if someone could use these, I can't sell them for Alzheimer's, and I tried to give them away, and this is the only one that no one would even take for free. I tried everything, maybe a trade for something, like one figure for the whole pile. I just wanted to get rid of them. No one wanted to buy them, so I couldn't donate that money to the Alzheimer's Association. Regardless, you get the point. And this was a figure I couldn't even fucking give away. So I figure, let's fucking open it up, and then it'll end up in a bin somewhere. I don't know. So apparently this is a pilot Spawn. I don't know. But it is from Woolworths. Do you have Woolworths where you were at least growing up? It's a pretty fucking bulky package. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of these figures and vehicles and stuff are really cool. I don't know anything about Spawn. I don't know, aside from what I'm looking at here, and I've seen stuff online once in a while, people and their Spawn stuff. I don't know. Let's open this big bitch up. See what it comes with so I can just toss it and get rid of it all. If you want this figure, let me know. We'll work something out as far as getting it to you. I'm not shipping it to Canada for free. If you pay shipping, by all means, of course, I'll get it up to you. I don't want nothing for the figure itself, though. It's a big, chunky fucking thing. It's got pretty decent articulation. I mean, for something that's strapped to a mechanical monstrosity. I'm trying to think. Okay, so there's a missile feature here. That's probably what this guy is. And I don't know, Spawn Pilot. That's what it is. That's what I know. I do like this, though. Actually, I am making a Skeletor custom figure in this same scale. And I'm looking for something unique to put on his chest piece. I might just mold that up real quick. Actually, that's a good idea. So if you want this, you have to wait for me to do that. But as far as a figure goes, it's not a bad figure. I mean, it looks like it's limited. And what you can do with it aside from... How do you get this fucking thing off? Get off of them! There we go. Of course, he's got a bunch of black marks for having that thing on him for 20-something years, or whatever it is. I don't know when this came out. Probably the 90s. Okay, he's got a square fist. And it looks like he's in pain here. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with it. This is fucking cool. If nobody claims this thing, I might just use this to kit fashion to a custom vehicle or something. I think I'm going to hang on to this unless someone absolutely wants this figure. So, I'm not pulling the accessories out. You get this weird stick thing that he holds on to, and of course, a missile to go into this thing. And that's it. So that's a Spawn Pilot. If anyone wants this, let me know. I'll put it in a box and get it out to you. If you want this stuff too, I'll throw that in there as well. Either way, these are just things I had no use for. I figured I'd open them up to make them a little less bulky in the house, and that's really all there is to it. So I want to show off one more figure, and if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen it already. But fuck it, I'm gonna show off. It's something that I made. I'm not done making it, but let's get to it. So yeah, here you go. You know what? I tried to stand him up because he's got that bolt. Fuck this figure. Now I know why nobody wanted it. I tried to make a cool little thing with everybody behind him, but Spawn Pilot doesn't want to stand up because of his fucking monstrosity stuck to his back. But either way, if you recall in the video where I made my custom Michael Myers, link will be down below or at the end of this video, I was like, what am I going to do with this body? And I'd already planned to make a custom Rick from Splatterhouse figure out of it. I've had this toy chainsaw I got from a dollar store ninja toy, or it was a wrestling toy. Let me come up so you can kind of see the chainsaw. There we go. So I pulled the body apart, sanded it down just slightly, and custom painted it. And at the end of this, I'll put a couple of pictures of the before and after. If you notice the head's a little wobbly, that's not the head I'm going to go with. I am going to sculpt out a custom head for Rick here. My plans are to actually mold up when I get some more molding material for a few projects I got. The Jason head that came with these figures. This is from a... yeah, he doesn't hold that very well either. So, this is that Funko Savage World line that I still haven't done Pinhead because I haven't gotten Pinhead. I still don't care about Pinhead. But regardless, I picked up a Michael Myers for the head of my custom Michael Myers, as well as that Action Jackson doll to make it. And I had this left over, knowing I was going to make a custom Rick. And so I'm going to mold up one of those Jason heads when I get a chance, and do a little bit of putty work to the face of it to make it look more like Rick. And it has the same head joint, so it'll just pop right on there. We got the chainsaw. And I'm also making a custom 2x4 for Rick to hold on to. However, in the meantime, I noticed that this Pez head that I'd made, I did a little video on this too, if you look in the Millie Macabre playlist. This Darth Voorhees, kind of just, I mean, it works, it fits. So, I've been displaying them like that. So guys, this is a long video, and I've rambled way too much, but that's okay. Fuck it, right? I hope you enjoyed this. Go ahead and go follow some of these guys on Instagram. Basement Puke. And, of course, Hands of Doom here. And follow the Millie Macabre as well as the Atari Creep on the Instagrams. Because there's lots of cool stuff going on both of them. I actually have a Star Wars related figure that you may be able to see that I'm working on. And hopefully we'll have it molded up and ready to go by March. I'm really excited about this one, and I'm going to cast them up in a lot of crazy, kooky different ways. It's going to be articulated. It's going to be super rad. So, regardless, guys, thanks as always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and leave feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. God bless you for putting up with all of this. And, yeah, hope you have a great weekend. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye.